You might have learned how to work like a machine, how to be the person who is forever busy, sleeping 4 hours a night and living exclusively on caffeine. Congratulations. Now, you're about to burn out unless you master the one skill you've ignored, the science of resting. You wait 6 months for a vacation, you pack your bags, you charge your power banks, and you book every tour available. You think this is it. But the vacation ends, and you're back at work with the same dark circles under your eyes. Your colleagues call it post-vacation syndrome, but they're wrong. The problem is that resting is a science, and if you do it wrong, everything gets worse. Chapter 1. Your rest is not rest. I won't ask how much you rest, because how you do it matters more. Almost half of people spend their weekends scrolling through social media or binging series. You might as well be unloading heavy cargo for all the rest your brain is getting. You scroll through short videos to distract yourself from your own thoughts. You think you're resting, but in the morning, you feel broken. Why? Because even with simple content, your brain is working overtime. Maybe you tried a dopamine detox, but like any crash diet, it failed because you didn't fix the underlying issue. You're hiding in the bathroom at work just to scroll. If you want to feel good permanently, a one-day detox won't save you. Then you plan an active weekend. You go hiking, 50,000 steps a day, mosquitoes, and heavy gear. This isn't rest, it's leisure. Leisure is emotionally intense. It can be fun, but it wears you out. Rest is the boring friend. Leisure is the party animal. You keep confusing them, and that's why you're perpetually exhausted. Chapter 2. What is actual rest? Rest is the relaxation of whatever part of you was strained, period. There are 3 levels of fatigue, and you probably have all of them. The first is physical fatigue. Your muscles are heavy, you're yawning constantly, and you're ready to fight for a seat on the train. The cause is simple: lack of sleep and poor nutrition. The solution is just as simple: eat, sleep, and lie down. The second is emotional fatigue. Everything seems fine, but you are constantly irritated. The sound of a notification, someone's footsteps, even a sunny day makes you angry. Your emotional battery is at 0. This happens to those who work with people, meetings, sales, team conflicts. To survive, you need a point of support, an hour of solitude, or a conversation filled with humor. Humor switches the brain and drops the tension. The third level is intellectual fatigue. This is what kills the strongest among us. Your brain is overheated. You fail at simple tasks. You open a browser tab and forget why. Your brain has blocked all incoming and outgoing traffic. You spend your workday doing intellectual labor, and then you rest by listening to educational podcasts or watching complex movies. Only a fool jumps on a broken leg to help it heal. You need the wandering attention mode. This is when the brain stops solving problems and just grinds through thoughts. This happens in the shower or while swimming. Water lowers anxiety and kicks in the parasympathetic system.
Chapter 3. The 3 Pillars of Rest. If you want to recover, follow the rules. First, the base. 8 hours of sleep and decent food. Everything else comes after. If you're watching this at 3 a.m. with a bag of chips, stop it and go to sleep. Second, absence of novelty. Routine restores you. New information exhausts you. There is a reason old series syndrome exists. Watching something familiar helps your psyche rest because there's no new data to process. Third, absence of responsibility. If you're resting, but you have to book the hotels, manage the group, and check the maps, you are working. Real rest starts when you can just sit by the water and look at the waves without managing a single process. Chapter 4. Rest here and now. You can recover even in a single evening. Take a walk every single day. A walk for your mental health. It forces the wandering attention mode. 5 minutes in nature lowers cortisol and slows your heart rate. Do something with your hands. Use your fine motor skills, Lego, puzzles, or even cleaning. It switches the brain from mental chewing to tactile sensations. Meet friends, but make a pact. The first person to talk about work pays the bill. Remember the rule. If you're stuck in a routine, you need new impressions. If you're overloaded with info and emotions, you need routine. And stop feeling guilty for doing nothing. Rest is your new duty. Without it, you are useless. You are not a machine that can run forever. Shut down, recover, and then get back to work. Don't blink.